Quiet night? He asked as I came back to the bar with the bottle. Mondays are always slow. I set out a glass on a black square napkin, then poured him 2 jiggers. Lucky me. He took the glass. I get your undivided attention. Yes, you do. I set the bottle aside, doing my best not to blush. Hopefully I wasn't sweating through my cheap shirt. Everything about this man was smooth, sexy, even his voice. Definitely the way he licked his lips after taking a sip. But despite him being my only customer, I stayed quiet as he swirled the amber liquid in its glass. I'd been bartending since I turned 21, and I'd learned these last 3 years to let the patrons do the talking. No one wanted a bartender who couldn't shut her mouth, especially in a classy hotel like this. Especially when I was as far from classy as you could get. My black slacks and white button-up shirt didn't have a stitch of natural fiber, just a synthetic blend that was uncomfortably affordable. My tattered heels had gotten a new scuff tonight, one I'd have to cover with a Sharpie later. He swirled his whiskey a few more times, his gold cufflink peeking out from underneath his suit jacket. I'm sure you get this question a lot in your line of work. What's your drink of choice? I smiled. I do get that question a lot. Normally, I answer with whatever was the first drink I served that day. The corner of his mouth curved up. And today's? A local IPA. His mouth split into a full-blown grin. What's the real answer? That smile made my heart beat wildly again, sending my temperature up another notch. It depends. I pushed off the bar and walked down to my gun, filling a glass with mostly ice, then water. I've always believed in pairing drinks with the occasion. I'm intrigued. I took a sip of my water. Weddings, obviously champagne. Obviously, he nodded. What else? Bachelorette parties require anything fruity. Beer always goes with pizza. It's one of my drinking laws. Margaritas on Tuesday nights, because I don't work on Wednesdays, and tequila shots if anyone says, we need to talk. He chuckled. What about whiskey? I don't drink whiskey. He took a long, slow sip from his glass, then set it down. That's a shame. A beautiful woman drinking whiskey is my weakness. The water glass in my hand bobbled and I nearly spilled it on my apron. I'd heard a lot of pickup lines standing behind this bar, and I'd mastered the art of turning down a man without bruising his ego. Or losing his tip. But I'd be a fool to dodge that line. Then maybe I'll give it another try. I'd like that. He smiled wider as he reached across the bar, his long fingers leading the way. I'm Logan. I placed my hand in his, already lost in the fairy tale. Thea.